What are your clients doing? You don't only write typical mortgages, conventional FHA, VA, mortgages like that, but there's other programs out there that they can use instead of maybe going the traditional route. What do you got?
In times like this, people start to get pretty creative, and they're so motivated to close and buy something that sometimes they're way overbidding on a house that might not be worth it. They might have appraisal issues. We have another option called an FHA 203K, or a home style renovation loan, which is a conventional loan product. There's differences, pros and cons for each one, and love to go over it in detail with anybody that has any questions. But essentially, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because, if you're going to overpay for a house that's not going to be worth it, and it's just some ridiculous number that the house won't even appraise for, why don't we take some of that extra money that you're willing to spend and put it towards a renovation product, and taking a house that's below your budget and making it and renovating it to be what you want out of a home. These renovation loans give you a lot of options as far as what to do with the house. So let's say, for instance, your budget is $300,000 and you're finding a really high, which is honestly, that price point right now is very difficult to find in this state for a decent house. If we took that same budget, but we started looking at houses at $200,000, and you factor in what you could possibly do with the renovation loan, you could add $100,000 to the loan and turn that $200,000 house that needs a lot of attention into your $300,000 budget without changing your monthly payment drastically. It gives you an opportunity to have a blank canvas. So sometimes these houses that you settle for that are in your price budget because of the price of the house might not have the right color wall, or might not have the right flooring, or the windows might be a little off, or the roof might be a little older. With buying a house that's a little cheaper out of your budget and adding the renovation component to be able to spruce this house up, you're actually making it exactly the way that you want it to.
So with the 203K or the renovation loans, are there extra costs that a buyer might have? Is there anything up front, and is there any extra closing costs or additional, what's the difference in pricing? And
a couple of things are a difference in the cost, and they're spread out throughout the process. So it's not like it all hits you right at once, and it's like you have to divulge all this cash. The appraisal can be a couple $100 more, depending on how big of a renovation you do. If it's over $35,000 and you're doing a 203K and FHA 203K loan, you'll have to hire a HUD inspector, which is another $1,200 to $1,500, and he has to sign off on all those improvements that you're doing, which is not the case for a home style renovation loan. So that's one of the differences. The major differences. Like, okay, does it make sense to do FHA, or does it make sense to do the home style? Someone might, look at that HUD inspection fee as a reason to go the home style, which would save some money too. Also, the interest rates are a little bit higher because it's a specialty product, but at the same time, you can borrow a lot. You can borrow the money to do a lot of the work. Like, I haven't seen your septic systems, roof, windows, appliances, bathrooms, electrical systems, heating systems.